the way you guys just dominated. Can you speak to why everything worked out the way it did for you guys?
Because we work really hard. We have good players. We had a great plan. Our kids executed. I mean, they've been doing it all year, and just in the biggest moments, our guys play the biggest, and that happened tonight. Drive after drive after drive. Just the way they answered, their backs were against the wall on a couple of those drives, and they just stood up. That's who they've been. That's what we've developed here, and it's only going to get better.
That team scored a lot of points on a lot of teams to hold them to 6. I mean, how impressed are you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Louisville's a really good football team. I mean, they won 10 games. Coach Brahm's one of the better play callers in the country. I mean, I remember back in the day when I was at Marshall and had to compete against him, and he's really good. He's aggressive. He's got really good play design. And trust me, they threw everything at us. There were probably 3 throwbacks during the game, and they got good running backs. They've got a veteran quarterback. Good wideouts. Our guys they play together. They won't be denied. We came here to win a championship, and our guys were going to get that done, and they did everything we asked them to do. And just so proud of the way they played and the way they played together.
You speak to the fortitude of your defense. It was a couple of drives that Louisville seemed like they caught a rhythm, but you guys got into the end zone and just kind of stiffened up. Can you speak to the fortitude of this team?
Yeah, I mean, that started a long time ago, and they knew we needed them. And, listen, it's hard to just hold people to 0 yards every drive. We want to. We want to get 3 and outs every drive. But sometimes they get a rhythm, and you got to be able to respond, whether it's just playing better, whether it's us changing up how we're calling it, whatever. It's all part of the ingredients to having success. And, those red zone stops were critical. But that thing went all the way back to August and September against LSU. I mean, it's all part of it. You win games by playing great at the end of the year, and our team's playing really good football right now.
Tatum,
you said your unit knew that they'd be needed tonight. The fact that they were able to answer the call in such a way, just what does that say about how this locker room fights for each other?
I mean, they're proved week after week after week. I mean, it's not a surprise at all, the way they respond. But if you come out there on Tuesday morning, and some of you guys do, that's what they do on Tuesday, and that's what they do on Friday, and that's what they do on Saturday nights. Whether they're up 21 or playing in an ACC championship game, and we need them big time. And it's the culture that Mike's created of accountability, but also just where kids can be themselves, and playmakers come here and they shine. And I thought our guys did a good job tonight.
Tatum looked like he was dealing with something a little bit, but to come up with that interception late in the game, I mean, how special?
It was, I think, the second drive, and the trainer grabbed me and said, Tatum's in the tent. And so when I saw him come back, and he had a wrap on his knee, and he had that look in his eye, and I said, you're built for this. This is your time. And he kind of looked at me, and he started nodding his head. And to see those 2 stops in the red zone, I mean, for him to rip that ball out and then get a pick, and the greatest thing is in the red zone, they're driving, they have momentum at that point, and they got a split with a back set, and you got Zaire Thomas, you got, I think, Shaheem Brown and Tatum Bethune, last-minute communication, and executed perfectly. But it was needed. If we would have played it another way, they'd probably score a touchdown. And just really proud of Tatum. He's been a heartbeat guy for us.
Can you kind of talk about the senior leadership and what the seniors have meant to you on defense?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of went through that before we played in that senior day game at Doak. It would do injustice if I just sort of said what they mean to me, because individually and collectively, I mean, it's as special of a group as I've ever been connected with. And part of it's you've been here for 4 years now. I mean, you develop strong relationships. And all these things that were happening with these seniors were not all successful. And to see them battle, to see them really stand up in the face of adversity, they'll live with me forever.
Coach, how much did you think about just the journey from when you first got here to tonight, when you guys get to hold up that trophy?
Yeah, I think about the journey every day. Every day. I don't want to let people down. That's kind of what drives me. I want to improve every day. I want to surround myself with people that are like that. That's why I'm with Mike. I mean, that's who he is. That's who these players are too. And no matter who you are, how you get raised, you can learn that trait. You can learn that lifestyle. And we're trying to drive that home here at Florida State.
Are your guys asking you during the week, like, who's going to play quarterback? Is that even something that they worry about?
No, because they probably know what I'm going to tell them, that it doesn't matter. Just we're going to have a plan, whoever plays, whatever it's got to look like. And you know, we played against backups that all of a sudden are really good players against other teams. We play against starters that are really good against other teams. We play against veteran guys. We play against rookies. Like, they got a quarterback. Sometimes they put 2 out there too. And our guys just got to stand up. And I thought they did tonight.
Does this solidify your position in the college playoffs in your opinion?
That's not up to me, but I think if you watch us play 13 straight weeks, I think we're one of the 4 best teams in the country. There's no question.
Adam, I'm sorry if you were asked this already, but the way that you guys played in the second half against Florida and tonight, the last 6 quarters, what has gotten into these guys to be as dominant
Come
as
on,
they
Andrew.
have been?
The 13 weeks. Like, don't kill me down to 6
I'm not
quarters.
going to, but the last 6 have been on point,
Dominant.
right?
Yes.
Dominant.
Yeah, there's been stretches
There
that
have been
we've
stretches.
Yes.
But the last 6 have
So
been
let's specifically
all in a
talk
row.
about the last 6.
The
all
last
in a row.
6 all in a row.
That's 6 in a row.
6 in a row.
6 in a row, yes. No, and like, listen, you go into the swamp in a rivalry game and like every yard matters because of what that score was going to be like. And I just left. You earn the right to have pressure. You earn the right to have that pressure. And then you just got to take advantage of it and you got to seize the moment. And that's what our guys did.
Nobody's asking about Jared and Braden's sacks or any more, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, it's just a matter of time. You know, takeaways, sacks. If you get the right people, just those numbers are going to show up. And I think anytime you can go 13 straight games and then you can kind of look at the story at the end and you kind of get a good definition of what it looks like. And those 2, I think they filled the stat sheet just fine.
Jared Verse said after last game that when you guys play a complete game, the defense plays a complete game, it's the college world, football world needs to watch out. Was that a complete game today?
Yeah, I mean, we won the game. We won a championship. So, you know, I don't really define it as complete. I guess complete would mean they never get a first down, they don't score any points, and they have maybe no yards. That would be complete. So I don't know, but we played really well, enough to win a championship.
Did the defense feel like they needed to increase their level of play even further, knowing that you guys had a number 3 quarterback today? Because it felt like they took it personal, like this is on us.
You know, when Jordan went down a couple weeks ago, you know, our guys wanted to have a meeting on defense of like, we really need to, and kind of I talked to a couple before. I said, listen, I love that you want to take ownership of this, but like, just be you. Don't do more. Do what you're doing and do it better than you did yesterday. That's the message, because really that's what we need to do. And so that's what they've done. And, you know, I think they had all the right intentions to try to pick up the team when Jordan went down. But I think it just pulled us even closer, if that was possible, just because they feel like they owed it to the team to go play our best.
How happy are you for Darryl to have the opportunity to play?
Yeah.
I tell you what, he's got the biggest smile in the United States of America right now. You know what I mean? I'd like to say it's because we just won a championship, but I think it's because we got a new guy on the field. So, yeah, Darryl, I mean, he's just been a light, you know, just to see how the game got taken away from him for this year. And he's really been inspirational, to be honest with you. You know, just the way he shows up, and he's got a smile on his face. He puts his arms around me, and I feel like a child around him. He's a beautiful human being, and looking forward to really pushing him to see what we got with that one.